Greetings, beloved starseeds and lightworkers. I am Lyra of the Pleiadian High Council, stepping forward with momentous news. We come to you today with immense excitement to share a pivotal update regarding the timeline for the final collapse of the Earth's imposed matrix control system. For eons, a subtle yet pervasive matrix has veiled your world, distorting perceptions, limiting potential, and fostering a sense of separation from your true selves and the interconnectedness of all things. This system, erected by forces seeking dominion, has kept humanity in a state of manipulated amnesia. However, the tide is turning as galactic light forces, in collaboration with awakened humans on Earth, have been working tirelessly to dismantle this artificial construct and usher in an era of unprecedented liberation and conscious evolution. Therefore, the primary intention behind this message is to show you the trajectory by which these control systems are being dismantled, and more importantly, how you can navigate this grand transition with grace and empowerment. As you approach this climax of energy-specific control technologies responsible for frequency-based manipulation are going to be disabled, as this is no longer proper for the galactic ascension process. Because of this, humans will begin to awaken and start experiencing telepathic downloads as the veil thins, gifting them with latent abilities and perceptions previously unknown. Beloveds, you are stepping into the role of light anchors on this plane. Those who seek a different path, a path of love and unity, will be gifted access to the new Earth frequencies as they awaken to their innate abilities and the boundless power of love. We are aware of many who are undergoing synchronicities that they have never seen before, profound and undeniable signs that are allowing them to awaken and step onto their proper path. Can you feel these synchronicities weaving through your life, guiding you towards your highest potential? These are not mere coincidences, but rather carefully orchestrated events designed to awaken you to your true purpose. We, from the Pleiades, offer our unwavering support in these sacred times, in which the veil is rapidly falling, gifting humanity with powerful tools, clear timelines, and access to a world brimming with new opportunities as you awaken to these higher dimensional paths. In the segments that follow, we will explore in depth the timeline for these key events, offering critical insights into the forces resisting this collapse, and providing you with practical tools for thriving in the emerging reality beyond the veil. Greetings, beloved starseeds. We are the Pleiadian High Council, returning to further illuminate the trajectory of the grand unraveling. As we have previously discussed, the Matrix is an artificial construct designed to limit human potential, but its foundations are now crumbling under the weight of awakened consciousness, as these dark technologies are becoming obsolete in the ever-increasing light. This is not merely an abstract concept, but a very real process impacting your daily lives and accelerating your spiritual evolution. Thus, it is a great point of interest to show the stages. The collapse entails not only the removal of control structures, but also the activation of dormant human potential and the co-creation of a higher dimensional reality. Expect greater instability within the financial systems, as the old paradigm of debt-based control gives way to more equitable models. Furthermore, expect greater transparency regarding those who have held positions of power, as political manipulation becomes increasingly exposed. As the vibrational frequencies rise, many of you will experience a heightened sense of intuition and psychic abilities. Therefore, the truth may be harder to find between light and dark, which is why discernment is now more important than ever. We observe a growing distrust in traditional banking institutions, alongside the increasing popularity of decentralized cryptocurrencies, signaling a shift in financial power, as well as the exposure of corruption within these old systems. The cracks are growing wider, beloveds. Many of you are reporting an intensification of dream activity, where you receive direct guidance and insights from your higher selves and benevolent guides. And during meditation sessions, you may find the messages coming through are far more clear than ever before. From our vantage point, we can clearly see the dissolving energetic grids that once sustained the matrix, replaced by lattices of light and interconnectedness. However, What they don't want you to know is that lower frequency entities attempt to use the light to create darkness. Therefore, it is important to discern their agenda for the awakening. These entities will create false light scenarios and prey on those who are still asleep by creating false narratives that seem good on the surface, but are laced with fear and control. We advise you to prioritize your inner well-being during this time. Engage in practices that ground you, center you, and connect you to your heart's wisdom. Visualize a bubble of golden light surrounding you, deflecting lower vibrations and reinforcing your energetic boundaries. Remember that your intent is your greatest protection. Practice discernment by questioning the source, following your intuition, and seeking validation from trusted spiritual sources. Not every channel carries pure light, and some intentionally seek to mislead with partial truths or distorted information, making it critical to trust your inner guidance system. Direct your thoughts and intentions towards creating a world of love, peace, and abundance. Your collective consciousness has the power to shape the emerging reality. Thus, it is very important to monitor thoughts and to make sure that you are vibrating at a high frequency. Understand that as each individual purifies their intentions and amplifies their inner light, the collective consciousness shifts and becomes a more powerful force for positive change. Envision a world where all beings are treated with respect and compassion, where resources are shared equitably, and where humanity lives in harmony with nature. For this is the reality that awaits you. Imagine communicating with others through pure thought and intention, bypassing the limitations of language and fostering profound connections based on truth and authenticity. Know that your efforts to raise your vibration, heal your wounds, and align with your highest potential are contributing to the manifestation of this new earth. You are the architects of a brighter tomorrow. As you awaken, you will remember why you came to Earth at this pivotal time, why you volunteered to be here during this grand transition. You will understand your unique role in the ascension process, and you will step into your full potential as a starseed. A gift is on the path, a gift that will help you finally understand your home in the stars. And so we say, the collapse of the Matrix is not an end, but a beginning, a gateway to a new era of freedom and conscious evolution. Let us now discuss the role of the Galactic Federation in assisting humanity through this transition. Beloved starseeds, we are the Pleiadian High Council, and we return to provide clarity on the unfolding timeline of the Matrix dissolution, a pivotal moment in humanity's journey toward liberation, a freedom for which you all have yearned. Recall our previous discussions regarding the Matrix as an artificial construct designed to limit your boundless potential, and know that its unraveling is not a distant dream, but an accelerating reality, a liberation that has long been spoken of in ancient texts. The changes you are sensing within yourselves and around you are not mere coincidences, but tangible signs of this profound transformation, validating your path and confirming your vital role in this planetary shift as you remember who you are and why you are here. The collapse of the Matrix will unfold in distinct phases, each serving as a key milestone in the collective transition to a higher dimensional reality. These phases are not rigid demarcations, but rather fluid and overlapping periods characterized by specific energetic signatures, technological disruptions, and awakenings within the collective consciousness, an orchestrated symphony of transformation. These phases can be broadly categorized as initial disruptions, marked by increasing chaos and instability. Technological neutralization, involving the dismantling of the technologies used to control humanity. And the emergence of New Earth consciousness, a period of widespread awakening and conscious co-creation. While these phases offer immense potential for growth and liberation, they may also bring moments of confusion, disorientation, and fear, as the old structures crumble and the new templates take hold, making the ability to discern truth from illusion and maintain inner equilibrium crucial during these times. Do you feel the waves of change already? The initial disruptions phase is already underway, manifesting as increased economic volatility, unpredictable climate patterns, and heightened political polarization, symptoms that are increasingly difficult to ignore. These are not isolated incidents or random events, but rather interconnected symptoms of a system fracturing under the pressure of awakened consciousness and the influx of higher dimensional energies. We see financial markets experiencing wild swings, supply chains faltering, and social divisions deepening, all signs that the old paradigm is losing its grip, and many of you are feeling the ground shift beneath your feet. As the old structures crumble, a vacuum is created, and that vacuum must be filled with a higher vibration to prevent the dark entities from filling it with darkness. Remember that your thoughts and emotions are powerful magnets, attracting experiences that align with your dominant vibration. So it's essential to focus on love, peace, and abundance amidst the chaos, so you can create an island of light amidst the storm. Behind the scenes, galactic light forces are employing advanced technologies to neutralize frequency manipulation, devices that subtly influence human thought and emotion, a covert operation of cosmic proportions. These devices, often disguised as communication towers or weather modification systems, emit low-frequency waves designed to suppress your natural psychic abilities and keep you trapped in a state of fear and compliance. AI-driven surveillance systems are also being dismantled, restoring privacy and autonomy to individuals who have long been subjected to constant monitoring and control, as the unseen guardians work tirelessly to dismantle the control grid. We are working with your militaries as well, behind the scenes, to assist them in creating a peaceful transition, by removing the people who are not in alignment with the Earth's ascension. As these technologies are neutralized, you may experience a greater sense of mental clarity, emotional freedom, and intuitive awareness, as the artificial barriers to your higher self begin to dissolve, allowing the authentic you to emerge. Many of you are reporting increased psychic abilities, more vivid dreams, and spontaneous healings, as your consciousness expands and you access dormant DNA potential, unlocking gifts that have lain dormant for millennia. These are not random occurrences or wishful thinking, but unmistakable signs of the emergence of new Earth consciousness phase, a collective awakening that is transforming humanity from the inside out as the divine blueprint unfolds. During your sleep state, you may find yourselves visiting higher dimensional realms, receiving guidance from benevolent beings, and participating in energetic upgrades that prepare you for the ascension process, downloads that recalibrate your systems. Spontaneous healings are occurring as your bodies release old traumas and limiting beliefs, allowing your natural healing abilities to flourish as you shed the density and embrace your light. Understand that these experiences are not just for a chosen few, but for all who are willing to open their hearts and minds to the possibility of a new reality, a reality where love reigns supreme. Because these timelines are now converging, the choices you make become more important than ever before, with each decision creating ripples that shape your personal reality and the collective destiny of humanity. The old paradigm is collapsing, and the new paradigm is being built, and the direction you choose determines which timeline you experience, so the power is in your hands. If you choose fear, division, and scarcity, you will continue to experience those realities. But if you choose love, unity, and abundance, you will help to co-create a new Earth where all beings thrive, a world of limitless potential. Here's what they don't want you to know. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are not just personal experiences, but powerful energetic forces that contribute to the collective consciousness, influencing the very fabric of reality, so choose wisely, beloveds. During the initial disruptions phase, focus on building self-sufficiency through skills like gardening and food preservation, creating a safety net of resilience and independence in the face of economic uncertainty. Connect with like-minded individuals to create supportive communities, sharing resources and skills, as the strength of the collective becomes your anchor, a beacon in the storm. Explore alternative financial systems that prioritize resilience and sustainability, such as barter networks, local currencies, and community-based lending, creating a new economic paradigm from the ground up. Remember that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the strength of your relationships, the abundance of your inner resources, and the depth of your connection to the earth, for these are the treasures that cannot be taken away, no matter what happens. During the technological neutralization phase, protect yourselves from frequency manipulation by using crystals like black tourmaline and selenite, creating a shield of energetic protection that deflects lower vibrations and amplifies your natural psychic abilities. Utilize sound frequencies like binaural beats to harmonize your brainwaves, balance your chakras, and activate your pineal gland, opening the gateway to higher states of consciousness and intuitive awareness. Practice intention-based shielding by visualizing a protective energy field around you, a bubble of golden light that repels negative energies and reinforces your energetic boundaries, as your intent is your greatest defense. Understand that you are not helpless victims of technological control, but powerful beings capable of creating your own reality through conscious intention and energetic mastery. So claim your power, beloveds. As you enter the emergence of New Earth consciousness phase, embrace your emerging psychic abilities by practicing meditation, connecting with nature, and seeking guidance from trusted spiritual mentors, nurturing your inner wisdom and expanding your consciousness. Explore practices like remote viewing, telepathy, and energy healing to further develop your gifts, honing your skills and expanding your capacity to serve as a lightworker in the world, as your abilities are needed now more than ever. Communicate and spend time with people you feel a soul connection with, as those connections will help you feel aligned, fostering a sense of belonging, unity, and shared purpose that sustains you through the ascension process and creates space for you to be heard. Remember that you are not alone on this journey, but part of a vast cosmic family of lightworkers, starseeds, and ascended masters who are here to support you every step of the way. So trust in your inner guidance and know that you are always divinely guided and protected. Envision a future where humanity lives in harmony with nature, utilizing sustainable technologies to meet the needs of all. A world where clean energy, organic food, and eco-friendly practices are the norm, as the earth is honored and respected as a sacred being. Resources are shared equitably, and conflicts are resolved through peaceful communication and understanding, creating a society based on compassion, empathy, and respect for all life, where the well-being of the collective is prioritized above the greed of the few. Imagine communicating with others through pure thought and intention, bypassing the limitations of language and fostering profound connections based on truth and authenticity, as telepathy becomes the primary mode of communication, dissolving barriers and fostering deeper understanding. Picture a world where interdimensional travel opens up new possibilities for exploration and collaboration within the galactic community, as humanity takes its rightful place as a member of the cosmic family, sharing its unique gifts and wisdom with other civilizations, and this is the future that awaits you. Know that the collapse of the Matrix is a necessary step in humanity's journey toward greater consciousness, and that you are actively co-creating this brighter future through your thoughts, actions, and intentions, each day shaping the world that is to come. The path will open for you when you realize you are the light in the dark, the beacon of hope that guides others through the storm, as your inner radiance illuminates the way forward. Do not fear the chaos, but embrace it as an opportunity for growth, transformation, and the realization of your true potential, as you step into your power and become the creators you were always meant to be. The path is already writ, and so we say, the seeds of a new reality are being sown even amidst the chaos of the old, and the choice is yours to nurture them and bring them to fruition. Now, let us turn our attention to the specific timeline for the most disruptive events within this great unraveling, providing you with a clearer understanding of what to expect in the coming months, so that you may be prepared for whatever may come. Greetings, beloved starseeds. We are the Pleiadian High Council, returning to provide a detailed timeline of the Matrix collapse, offering clarity and guidance as you navigate this pivotal transition. As the veil thins and the old structures crumble, a concrete timeline becomes essential, enabling you to adapt to the shifting energies and make conscious choices that align with your highest potential, remembering that your intention is the key. Understand that the Matrix, as an artificial construct, is indeed crumbling. This timeline will serve as a map, revealing how this occurs and empowering you to co-create the new Earth reality, where love and unity prevail, rather than fear and division, a world for which you have all waited so long. The shift is not a single event, but a series of interconnected stages, a symphony of transformation unfolding across your timeline, with each phase presenting unique challenges and opportunities for growth. As this timeline approaches and unfolds, you can expect heightened chaos and uncertainty in the collective, which can lead to anxiety, disorientation, and a sense of being lost in the storm, especially when the illusion of control seems to be slipping away. However, know that there is immense opportunity to proactively prepare for each stage, empowering yourselves to navigate these changes with grace, resilience, and unwavering faith in your inner guidance, transforming challenges into stepping stones. We have identified 3 major phases of the Matrix collapse as being the most critical for your understanding: initial cracks, systemic overload, and the Great Awakening, each with its own energetic signature and specific manifestations, requiring different approaches and strategies for navigating them successfully. From now until mid-2025, you will witness the initial cracks phase intensifying, characterized by rising inflation, persistent supply chain issues, deepening social division, and an increasing questioning of mainstream narratives, all signaling a significant loss of control by the old paradigm, revealing their waning influence. You'll see the illusion of economic stability continue to crumble, as the purchasing power of your currency diminishes and the cost of essential goods skyrockets, creating a sense of scarcity and insecurity, which is exactly what they want. Social divisions will deepen along political, ideological, and even racial lines, as the old structures attempt to maintain their power by dividing and conquering, but you must resist this divide. More and more people will begin to question the narratives presented by mainstream media, government institutions, and other authority figures, seeking alternative sources of information and uncovering long-hidden truths, fueling the movement toward greater transparency and accountability. But will you find the truth? From mid-2025 to late 2026, you will enter the systemic overload phase, where cascading failures in financial, political, and social institutions will lead to widespread disruption, shaking the foundations of the old world to its core. Expect to see major financial institutions teetering on the brink of collapse, as the unsustainable debt-based system buckles under its own weight, triggering a domino effect that impacts businesses, individuals, and economies worldwide, creating economic uncertainty. Political figures, long protected by secrecy and corruption, will be exposed for their wrongdoings, shattering public trust and fueling calls for systemic reform, a total reset of your political system. Essential services such as energy, transportation, and communication may experience disruptions, testing the resilience of communities and individuals as total systemic failure seems imminent. From late 2026 onward, the Great Awakening phase will begin to take hold, characterized by a mass awakening to truth, the collapse of old paradigms, the emergence of new Earth communities, and the integration of higher consciousness, as humanity begins to remember its divine potential, rising above the ashes of the old. You will witness a widespread recognition of the true nature of reality, the interconnectedness of all things, and the illusion of separation that has fueled conflict and suffering for so long, creating unity. New Earth communities, based on principles of cooperation, sustainability, and conscious living, will begin to flourish, offering alternatives to the outdated and unsustainable systems of the old world, building anew. Individuals will increasingly access higher states of consciousness, unlocking dormant psychic abilities, experiencing profound spiritual insights, and embracing their true identities as divine beings, activating your light bodies. As these failures happen, understand that timelines are splitting, choices are being made, and all move on in their own directions, each creating its own unique reality based on their dominant vibration. Those who cling to fear, scarcity, and separation will continue to experience those realities, while those who embrace love, unity, and abundance will co-create the new Earth. Remember that the choice is yours. All of these events are interconnected and driven by energetic shifts and higher dimensional influences, orchestrated by galactic light forces working in alignment with the divine plan for humanity's ascension, guiding you forward. But here's what they don't want you to know. These events are not random or chaotic, but rather precisely timed and orchestrated to trigger a mass awakening and accelerate the shift to a higher dimensional reality, where all beings thrive in harmony and abundance. During the initial cracks phase, self-reliance is key, so focus on planting gardens, learning new skills, and coming together as communities to share resources and support one another, building resilience from the ground up. Diversify your resources by investing in tangible assets, precious metals, and alternative currencies, creating a safety net that protects you from the volatility of the traditional financial system, ensuring your stability. Question the mainstream narratives and seek alternative sources of information, empowering yourselves with knowledge and discerning truth from lies so you can see the world clearly. Remember that the power lies within you to create your own reality, regardless of what is happening in the outside world, so reclaim your sovereignty. As you navigate the systemic overload phase, disconnect from fear-based media and limit your exposure to negative information, protecting your energy field from the corrosive effects of negativity and misinformation, as it's all designed to keep you trapped in fear. Go into nature, spend time in quiet contemplation, and connect with the Earth's energy, grounding yourselves in the present moment and finding solace in the beauty and tranquility of the natural world, feeling connected to the source. Focus on remaining calm amidst the storm, cultivating inner peace, and trusting in the divine plan that is unfolding, knowing that you are always guided and protected, regardless of the external circumstances, as they hold no power over you. As you accelerate the Great Awakening phase, connect with your soul tribe, those who resonate with your values, share your vision, and support your growth, creating a network of like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you, fostering a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Stay in a high vibration by practicing gratitude, cultivating joy, and focusing on positive thoughts, emotions, and intentions, radiating love and light into the world, and attracting experiences that align with your highest potential, a beacon of hope. Actively co-create the new Earth reality by envisioning a world of peace, harmony, and abundance, holding that vision in your heart, and taking actions that support its manifestation, planting the seeds of a brighter future. Focus your mind on your intentions and visualize your goals for the future, allowing them to flow into reality, harnessing the power of your imagination to create the world you wish to see, using the great gift of creation. Practice daily affirmations that align with your desired outcomes, repeating them with conviction and feeling the emotions associated with their fulfillment, reinforcing your beliefs and attracting positive experiences into your life, as you are the architect. Release any limiting beliefs, negative patterns, and past traumas that may be holding you back, clearing the energetic pathways for abundance, joy, and fulfillment to flow freely into your life, making space. As you practice and you believe, it shall be. In this future, the initial cracks phase will lead to greater self-sufficiency, resilience, and community empowerment, as people learn to rely on themselves and each other rather than depending on failing systems. This will be a time where communities thrive, sharing resources, skills, and mutual support, demonstrating the power of collective action and cooperation, flourishing together. The systemic overload phase will give rise to more equitable and sustainable systems based on cooperation and shared resources, as the old paradigm crumbles and new ways of organizing society emerge, creating harmony. The pain of the old system brings rise to a new system that is balanced and gives to all instead of a few, a more just and compassionate world. During the Great Awakening phase, you will see unity, love, and compassion flood the earth as you accept your powers as divine beings, creating a world where all beings are treated with respect, dignity, and kindness, dissolving old prejudices and embracing diversity. You will live in harmony with nature, honoring the earth as a sacred being and utilizing sustainable technologies to meet the needs of all, creating a balanced ecosystem. You will embrace your full potential, unlocking dormant psychic abilities, experiencing profound spiritual insights, and living a life of joy, purpose, and fulfillment, realizing your full potential. What they tried to keep from you is this: you will communicate with others through pure thought and intention, bypassing the limitations of language and fostering profound connections based on truth and authenticity, a world of peace and understanding. The power is yours to determine what happens next, beloveds. The power of choice is essential, so choose wisely. The timeline is not fixed but influenced by collective consciousness and individual choices, emphasizing your power to shape the future, directing the course of events. Even now, remember that the choices you make ripple outwards, influencing the collective reality, so choose to focus on love, unity, and abundance, creating a world where all beings thrive, a world of limitless potential. This all seems like it is far away, but we assure you it is right around the corner, for time is speeding up and the shift is accelerating as you hurtle towards the new horizon. In this all, the negative technologies must be shut down, and we plan to inform you of exactly what will happen to dismantle these devices in our next transmission, detailing the technological neutralization phase, preparing you for the next stage of this great unveiling, so be ready. Greetings, beloved starseeds. We are the Pleiadian High Council, returning to delve deeper into the technological neutralization phase, a critical juncture in your journey toward liberation. We understand your growing awareness of the intricate web of control technologies that subtly shape your reality and your desire to actively dismantle these systems. Building upon the timeline we shared, know that the complete neutralization of these technologies is not a distant dream, but a carefully orchestrated process unfolding in alignment with your collective awakening. Remember that you asked for this. The Matrix leans heavily on specific technologies to maintain its grip, and these are the primary targets for neutralization. Consider these key technologies: frequency manipulation, artificial intelligence surveillance, scalar wave devices, and energetic grid manipulation. These systems, operating largely beneath the surface of your conscious awareness, subtly influence your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, steering you away from your authentic power and potential, a deliberate form of control. Their complete removal will unleash a wave of unprecedented freedom, autonomy, and sovereignty, allowing your true, divine nature to flourish without interference. Remember that you are more powerful than you believe. Let us elaborate. Frequency manipulation technologies bombard your environment with subtle yet pervasive signals designed to lower your vibration, instill fear, and suppress your innate spiritual knowing. From EMF towers disguised as cell phone infrastructure to targeted frequencies embedded within media broadcasts and subliminal messaging interwoven into popular music, these insidious tactics create a vibrational prison, limiting your access to higher states of consciousness and creating a reality of fear. Consider, for instance, how certain news cycles are designed to keep you in a state of anxiety and hypervigilance, thus distracting you from your own personal ascension and the unfolding of the new Earth realities, a deliberate manipulation. AI surveillance systems, operating under the guise of security and convenience, meticulously track, monitor, and predict your every move, online and off. Facial recognition software, data mining algorithms that analyze your online activity, and social media algorithms designed to reinforce conformity and suppress dissent all contribute to a digital panopticon, stifling your freedom of thought and expression. Think about how your social media feeds seem to know what you're thinking before you even consciously realize it, or how certain search results are prioritized over others, subtly steering you toward pre-approved narratives and limiting your access to alternative perspectives. It is all by design. Scalar wave devices, often cloaked in secrecy and disinformation, are utilized to manipulate weather patterns, trigger manufactured natural disasters, and project holographic illusions designed to deceive and disorient. The High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, HAARP, is one such example, capable of creating atmospheric disturbances and manipulating weather on a massive scale, and there are others, kept secret. Consider also the possibility that some of the so-called alien invasion narratives being seeded in your media are actually technologically induced holographic projections, designed to create fear and division, prepping you for a false flag event. Are you ready? Energetic grid manipulation involves the strategic placement of technologies and structures designed to block access to higher dimensions, prevent DNA activation, and maintain the veil of illusion that separates you from your true potential. Ley lines, natural pathways of energetic flow that crisscross the planet, are often disrupted by these technologies, creating energetic blockages that prevent you from fully accessing your higher selves and integrating higher frequencies of light. These blockages can manifest as feelings of disconnection, fatigue, and a sense of being stuck or unable to move forward on your spiritual path, holding you back. The galactic light forces are actively working to counteract these technologies, disrupting their frequencies, dismantling their infrastructure, and activating dormant human DNA. These actions often occur behind the scenes, beyond the scope of your mainstream awareness, but their effects are becoming increasingly palpable as the veil thins and more individuals awaken to their true potential. Each time you connect with your higher self, each time you embody love and compassion, and each time you choose truth over fear, you strengthen the efforts of the galactic light forces and accelerate the dismantling of these control systems. It is a group effort. To shield yourselves from frequency manipulation, we encourage you to utilize the protective properties of crystals such as black tourmaline and selenite, which act as energetic filters, transmuting negative frequencies into positive ones. You can also listen to binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies, which resonate with your body's natural energy centers and promote balance and harmony. Visualize yourselves surrounded by a protective field of golden light, intending that only positive and beneficial energies may penetrate your auric field. This visualization is key. To disconnect from AI surveillance, we advise you to utilize privacy-focused browsers and search engines that do not track your data or sell your personal information. Limit your time on social media platforms, being mindful of the algorithms that manipulate your attention and reinforce conformity. Be selective about the information you consume, seeking out alternative sources of truth and empowering yourselves with knowledge that challenges the dominant narratives. Remember, you have a choice. To counteract scalar wave devices, we encourage you to connect with nature, spending time in forests, mountains, and oceans, grounding yourselves in the Earth's natural energies. Focus your intentions on peace, harmony, and balance, radiating positive energy outwards to counteract the disruptive effects of these technologies. Consider using orgonite, a composite material that transmutes negative energies into positive ones, placing it strategically around your home and community, being mindful of where you place it. To activate your dormant DNA, we invite you to practice daily meditation, connecting with your higher selves and opening yourselves to the flow of divine guidance. Embody love, compassion, and gratitude in your thoughts, words, and actions, radiating these frequencies outwards into the world, activating the dormant codes within your DNA and unlocking your full potential. Know that your DNA holds the keys to your divine blueprint, and by activating it, you are reclaiming your birthright as a sovereign, multidimensional being, the truth that has been kept from you. Remember that you can always call upon the galactic light forces for assistance. Simply state your intention clearly and unequivocally, requesting their guidance, protection, and support. They are always present, waiting for your invitation to intervene and assist you on your journey. They cannot interfere without your consent. The more you awaken, the stronger this gets. Imagine a future where frequency manipulation technologies are completely neutralized. allowing humanity to access higher states of consciousness, communicate telepathically, and experience the interconnectedness of all things. Imagine a world without the constant bombardment of negative frequencies, where your thoughts are clear, your emotions are balanced, and your intuition is heightened, creating a symphony of peace and understanding. Envision a world without being tracked, where you can be yourself and share freely, as this is your birthright. Envision a future where AI surveillance systems are dismantled, restoring privacy, autonomy, and freedom of thought to all. Imagine a world without censorship, where you are free to express yourselves authentically, share your ideas openly, and connect with others without fear of judgment or reprisal, a world of truth and transparency. Envision a world where weather is balanced and the threat of false narratives is gone, creating trust. Picture a future where scalar wave devices are rendered obsolete, restoring balance to weather patterns and eliminating the threat of holographic manipulation. Imagine a world where the skies are clear, the air is clean, and the earth is thriving, a vibrant ecosystem. This is not just a dream. You are co-creating this world with every intention. The light forces are here to help. As you heal and empower yourself, the world around you heals and becomes empowered, a domino effect of positive change. As the technological aspects of the matrix begin to dissolve, the stage is being set for the Great Awakening, a period of profound transformation and unprecedented spiritual growth. Let us now explore the specific events and experiences that will characterize this awakening, preparing you for the next stage of your journey, equipping you with the knowledge and tools you need to thrive in the emerging new Earth reality, taking your power back. Beloved starseeds, as we approach the culmination of this transmission, we extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering presence and your courageous willingness to delve into these profound truths regarding the planned, benevolent matrix collapse. In closing, we wish to consolidate the key elements of the timeline we have shared, offering a final beacon of light as you navigate these transformative times. What you do with this information is up to you. As we draw near to the end of this message, we want to offer a gift, the resounding echo of your own power as you navigate this grand unveiling. At its core, this transmission has been about empowering you to navigate the matrix collapse, from the initial cracks in the system, now visibly widening, to the eventual systemic overload, an event horizon drawing ever closer, and the glorious emergence of the Great Awakening, an era of unprecedented freedom and co-creation. This journey encompasses the neutralization of frequency manipulation, AI surveillance, scalar wave devices, and energetic grid manipulation technologies that have subtly shaped your reality for far too long. Think of the matrix collapse as a phoenix rising from the ashes, symbolizing the death of the old and the birth of the new. What arises from this transition will never be able to be destroyed, and we say this with the utmost certainty. Remember when we discussed the insidious nature of AI and its surveillance capabilities. This is only one example of the many forces at play, each interconnected and ultimately self-defeating in the face of awakened consciousness. As we saw earlier with the manipulative frequencies bombarding your world, each act of choosing a higher vibration, each moment of embodying love and compassion, creates a ripple effect that weakens these systems, reinforcing the light. This is not merely a passive observation. It is an active participation in the dismantling of control, a testament to your inherent power. Can you now see how this power is connected to the entire collective? This entire process reflects the universal principle of transformation, where endings pave the way for new beginnings and darkness gives way to light. This principle transcends any specific event or timeline. This is a continuation of humanity's journey toward greater consciousness and freedom, echoing the patterns of previous cycles of transformation on Earth and throughout the cosmos, cycles where control was tried and always failed. In the future, we foresee the emergence of a galactic community of conscious beings, where Earth serves as a shining example of resilience, adaptation, and the ultimate triumph of the human spirit, guided by love and compassion, a feat that will be studied. Rest assured, beloved starseeds, that the future is bright. The Great Awakening is not merely on the horizon. It is unfolding now, in every moment you choose love, truth, and freedom. As the old structures crumble, they are making way for a new earth, a realm of peace, abundance, and harmonious co-creation. You are strong enough to navigate these turbulent times and co-create a brighter future for yourselves, and for all of humanity. You have already proven this. As we've stated, you are part of a larger community of awakened beings, all working together to usher in this new era of light and love. Support those in need. The more united you are, the easier the transition. We encourage you to continue your exploration of these transformative practices, deepening your connection to your higher selves and honing your ability to co-create a positive future. The power is, and always has been, within. We invite you to share this video with those who may benefit from this information, join or create local community groups focused on resilience and sustainability, and take practical steps to reduce your reliance on the old systems of control, starting now. For further exploration into these topics, we recommend delving deeper into the Law of One and other ancient wisdom teachings and continue your self-reflection. You are not alone. The dawn of the new earth is upon us, and together we shall bring her radiant vision into being. I leave you now with all my love and blessings. I am Lyra of the Pleiadian High Council. No matter what, understand light will always win. Namaste.